This Monday, it's Jupiter at night. Live before live internet audience. You can pay for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Jupiter at Night. My name is Chris.
And I am Angela.
Well, hey there. You mean the Angela?
Yes.
Mother of my children?
That is who I am.
Host of the Faux Show?
I am the host of the Faux Show.
Welcome back. This is your second Jupiter at Night. Mm-hmm. And tonight's episode is all about the things that make us go, what the beep? And we thought we'd open up tonight's episode with a holler to Mr. William Shatner in this picture of a series that I don't think ever actually made it to the air, but you got the Shatner bow tie, and today's his 80th birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Shatner. And let's get on with the what the news.
All right.
Now, this first one, it jumps out at me. I can completely and totally relate to.
I know you can.
You could have put me in this situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this
every
guy,
time.
Well, here's what's happening, everyone. You know this. You see this every day with the gas prices and the food prices, inflation. It's going up, and it wears you down. It makes you angry and frustrated, and sometimes you just want a taco. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, man.
Well,
can I get a burrito up in here, please? And that's what this guy said. Well, turns out because of inflation of all these other things, these burrito prices are going up. And not just a little up. We're talking from 99 cents to $1.49.
50-cent increase, yep.
That is like almost another burrito.
Mm-hmm.
That's like almost.
Yeah.
That's like yeah. So this guy gets angry. He's in the drive-thru. He orders a bunch of them. Right.
7
of these. Well, that's a lot of burritos.
It's $3.50 more
See
with
what
that
I'm
price
saying?
increase.
That burrito tax adds up. So this guy gets so angry that he starts flashing his guns and screaming at people, showing them like an air pistol and a paintball gun?
No.
No, really, I thought he did.
Assault rifle and a handgun.
No, I thought first it was a paintball gun, then he switched it up to the more hardcore stuff. Oh, see, that's what I would do.
Hardcore? Yeah.
Well, I would start with the paintball gun.
Right.
I mean, for a burrito.
Yeah.
Now, if you mess with the chalupa, I go to the big weaponry. So this guy comes out and he starts yelling at the people, flashing his gun. So they do what any Taco Bell would do, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They call the cops.
Yeah.
And? The
cops came, and there was a standoff for 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
He barricaded himself in his hotel room.
This guy, over a $3 increase in tacos, is now going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
What the? So you got to say to this guy, I feel you, man. I know those taco prices are getting high, but it wasn't worth the 3-hour standoff in your hotel room. What the F are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I know.
All right.
So 7 tacos is a lot for one person to eat. Kind of thinks that might lead to obesity, possibly. This next story is about a 3-year-old that weighs 3 times his normal weight.
And now we have a 2-year-old son.
And he's 25.5 pounds. This 3-year-old in this story here that we're talking about is 132 pounds and still growing.
That's a big boy.
It is. Now, they claim they're trying exercise, which is a basketball hoop and swimming, and that's not helping, and they're not cutting back his food very much. They're giving him as much food as he wants, as long as he'll eat it and doesn't cry. So, yeah.
This is a bad one because he's a big boy, and you got to figure maybe there's like some sort of switch in his head that isn't being turned off appropriately or something like that.
No, they checked his hormone levels, and one hospital says that he has a tumor in his head, and 2 other ones say he doesn't. And
wait a minute, how could one hospital say he has a tumor and another one doesn't?
I don't know.
Careful with the table there. Sorry, we got yelled at in the YouTube comments, and so I wanted to make a quick comment. I'm going to derail for a second. My microphone broke over the weekend. And so apologies if the audio has been a little up and down. This is not what you call a solid situation, but our friends over at Amazon have the rush order shipping option. I nailed that sucker, so hopefully I'll have a replacement stand coming soon. So if you get a little noise in the mic, I apologize. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so as parents, as 2 parents, this makes me sad. I gotta figure though. I still have to believe that's got to be a medical thing.
It has to, or behavioral.
Yeah, well, it's serious behavior.
Yeah, so they tried the exercise and cutting what he eats a little bit last year, but he still gained 22 pounds. He gained a toddler last year.
Wow.
He gained a Dylan.
That one boy.
Yeah.
That is really. Woo-wee. All right, that is a what the F story. Now check this one out. Now I think you've all have been here. Picture this. Angela.
I so have.
It's dark. It's rainy. It's windy out. Maybe you've got some friends over, and you hear some noises. Thump, thump, thump.
In the house.
Somewhere in the house.
Somewhere.
Maybe it's trees hitting the side of the house.
Could be, or creaking floorboard.
Maybe it's floorboards. I don't know exactly.
That's the typical one.
But I would start to get a little freaked out. Maybe it's ghosts. Well, that's what these kids did. And let me set the scene for you here. So you got 2 girls. One is the age of 14, and one is 17. And then you have a 17-year-old boy that's there with them. What's going on there, right? And so they start investigating, and they call the cops and say, "Hey, we think we're hearing some sounds. We're gonna go check it out." And they go through their house and they go upstairs and they open the door, and it's not a ghost. It's a.
I don't want to say it. I knew you were setting me up for that.
It is a dude jerking off in their house. It's not a ghost.
And when they opened the door, he just turned to look at them and grunted. And they just ran off to a neighbor's house. And the police got there, and the guy was hiding in the closet. Like, he didn't even leave the scene.
He went and hid in the closet.
Yeah.
That is not smart. Maybe he had to finish up.
Maybe
he didn't want to be interrupted. So that's that story would kind of made us go, what the heck? But you know what? It's easy to connect the dots from masturbation to vaginas.
Oh, I thought you were going to set that one up for me too.
No, I was nice. So I'll let you tell the story though, because you did find it this morning.
All right, this woman, shown in her MySpace, cameo pic, she stuffed 54 bags of heroin, 31 empty bags, $51.22, 22 cents. And 8.5 pills in her
8.5 pills
in her vagina.
She used it like a cubbyhole.
Yeah. Now, she didn't stuff all of her heroin in there. She had 3 packets in her jacket.
So let's set the stage for the folks at home. This gal's out driving around, gets in a car accident. 911 gets called. They arrive on scene, find the drugs. They arrest her?
No, well, actually, they hadn't found the drugs yet. They realized she was part of a burglary at a local hotel and kept her, found the drugs. We're going to charge her with the drugs, had her in the back seat. She started getting a little uncomfortable.
Starts doing that kind of like swivel kind of.
And then she whispers to one of the police officers that, "Hey, I have more in my vagina."
And what is really astounding, so let's recap this. 54 bags of heroin and 31 empty bags.
Yeah, which, why not just have those in your jacket?
The only reason...
Why did they have to...
Well, first of all...
to keep the heroin in.
Well, no, but she had the heroin. I'm sure the heroin was in its own bags.
No, to keep it in.
Oh.
To keep it from falling out.
Oh, I see. So it's like... It's
great,
like
I had to do the hand gesture and everything. Yeah, plug.
So this gal, though, here's the thing. She wasn't planning to sneak by the cops. She was out driving around and got in a car accident.
Must have been a mule, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
She's like using it as her purse.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Okay, now, I've got to ask you, as a woman, because normally this would be the J-Man or Alan sitting here, and I could not ask them this question.
Wow,
so
this is great.
This is only tonight.
Okay.
Have you ever been tempted to, like, maybe you want to go light, you don't want to have to carry a purse, to just store something in there?
Have you seen the size of my purse?
Yeah, you have a big purse.
Have you seen the size? Okay. No. No, I have never thought of storing anything in there except temporarily.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think about storing things temporarily in there all the time. But if I was this gal, I honestly could kind of see where she's coming from. If I had something like that, maybe I'd think about it.
No.
I mean, she obviously did. It seems like if you're going straight to 54 bags and 31 empty bags and $51.22.
Yeah, seriously, I would have thrown the 22 cents somewhere.
There's
maybe even the dollar.
Either you're super hard up for that 22 cents, or you've just done this so many times that it just doesn't matter.
Well, and why isn't it more? She just buys a hotel, you know?
Yeah.
Or
if that's only here, maybe she got paid in heroin. Now,
maybe.
Let's jump from the vagina stash and talk
to the other kind of kitty.
Yeah, exactly the other kind of kitty. And hold on, guys, stick with us here for a second, because this is actually kind of a cool concept. How many times have I ever told you about a cat video? Probably never.
Yeah, no.
But this is kind of an interesting deal. These filmmakers took 25 cats and put cameras around their collars, I guess. I mean, they must have been. And so you see the world through these cats' eyes. And it's kind of a cool deal.
Through their necks.
Through their necks, I guess, yeah.
You can see their whiskers throughout the videos, but yeah, there's cat fights, and you can see them on the rooftops, and you can see ladybugs hanging from their whiskers.
You can see them jumping from roof to tree branch, and I don't know.
I like the paw there.
It's a really interesting perspective on the world that they have, and it's kind of a fun video to watch. Now, it's no secret. It's got 1.2 million views, and we'll put a link to this in the show notes. We won't play the whole thing here.
Yeah, as you can see, it's kind of a blah.
Yeah, you might get a little motion sickness. Yeah. But if you want to watch that, a link at the bottom of the show notes for this night's episode. Now, there's a few little business items to take care of. First of all, Jupiter at Night is live every single Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday over at jblive.tv. And the times for that is, well, it's 8 p.m. Pacific, but you just translate to wherever you're at by going over to jupiterbroadcasting.com/calendar. Anything else?
Yep. You can like jupiterbroadcasting.com on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Facebook.com/jupiterbroadcasting. And we post new episode releases there, announcements, and things like that. So, all right, everyone. Well, thanks so much for tuning in to tonight's episode of Jupiter at Night, and we'll see you tomorrow night.